What's good, YouTube? The one only man with 6 here with Mr. Bruce Menard, who got first, 5-0 undefeated, whooped my ass in round 4, and we got to get this deck. So what do we play today?
So I played, it's Prank Kid, but it's like based Prank Kid. Would probably be the best way I would explain it. So, because we were playing Prank Kid, we just ran all the pranks. So 3 Fansies, 3 Lampsies, 3 Dropsies, and 2 Roxies. Roxy's is the one I hate the most because lots of times I just have so many cards in my hand that I don't want to discard or banish. So it's just kind of it's bad. So I just cut it down to 2 because I didn't want to see it as much. Especially as a starter. You don't want to banish something in your hand when your hand is all gas.
Understandable.
And then of course, because we are playing Brinks, we are gonna run the Brave Engine. Brave Engine's insane. If you're not playing it, I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I guess it depends on the deck, but it's too good. And then for hand traps, I ran triple Droll, triple Nib, double Ash, double Bell, and double Ghost Ogre.
How'd you like this ratio of hand traps?
I only played against one Despia player, so this felt really good because Nib was always live against every other matchup. Droll is super good against so many decks, and so it came up when it needed to. I didn't activate Droll today ever. I only ever used it as discard, but it was there if my opponent tried to do something twice, and that never came up. But all these are really good. The only thing I would think about changing is I might add another Ghost Ogre. The 3 down here, I might go to 3 and cut a Droll and a Nib. Because I think these are a little better, but it really depends on where you're at and what the matchups are.
Gotcha.
And then we get into Spice. Well, first off, running DP, so there's DP package. But then the Spice. I ran triple Parallel Exceed.
Okay.
Hoppier Squadron, Adamantiary Researcher, and Deathspot 1.
So did this ever brick at all?
So I drew 2 once, but I used one as a discard.
Okay.
So for Droplet, so it was whatever. The only match that I drew this and I wasn't able to make a link under, I was losing the game anyways. I went second and I drew one. It was gonna be good, but they winded me, and so I couldn't do anything about it.
Gotcha.
But this stuff overperformed today. Absolutely overperformed. This combo, which I'll show in a second, it's just insane. Being able to even if your Prank Kid gets stopped, still having the follow up of 2 Omni Negates on your opponent's turn is just insane.
Yeah, I know.
Put in a lot of work. So that's the monsters. Then for spell traps, I'm running 2 Chalice and 2 Lance, or not Lance, 2 Droplet. I wish I could run 3 Droplet. I just only own 2 because we pour out here. But these overperformed today. These cards are insane. Chalice and Droplet force out cards to activate. So it helps you get outs.
I understand. I'm gonna pause this for a second. I'm not actually pausing the video, but I'm just gonna say, you know what you should do with your store credit that you got today is get a Brothers Legend pack and just pull up their droplets. Just be busted.
They're out of Brothers of Legend here. Else I would.
All right, continue with the profile. I'm an idiot. I didn't know that. My bad. Wasted 30 seconds.
But Droplet's really good. That's really all I have to say about it. They just allowed me to play when I got 1 second. And then for Prank Kid's cards, 3 placed, 1 Pranks, and 1 Pandemonium. These ratios are fine. The only thing I've thought about is cutting place down to 2. Since we do run almost max Prank Kids, I don't want to oversee them, which can cause some issues just for some bad hands. So I might cut 1. The first thing that I would do with the deck, if you have it, is cut this for Droplet for sure. That would be my first thing. And then we run the Brave stuff, Aramis-Here, Adventure, and Draco back.
That's not CR, sir.
We pour out here. And then we run the 2 Destiny. I drew this card 4 times today. It felt so good.
For a second, I thought we were going to say you 2 poor, but no, those are just ultras.
The ultras. I got these before they went up. It was nice.
Nice.
And then we ran 3 E-Telly.
Sir.
I'm borrowing this from a friend.
Okay.
So We have the E-Telly. The 3 E-Tellys are insane. They're extenders. They help you get into your Hulk line, which, again, we run because of
Ghost Ogre's a card.
Ghost Ogre's a card. It's also really good going second. Or not going second. Going second or just setting on your opponent's turn. Just having a Ghost Ogre on the field during everything just kind of puts your opponent on edge throughout the whole thing. Like, they can't really do a whole bunch because you have a destruction at any point. And then I was also running 1-for-1 for a couple of reasons, which I'll explain when we get to the side. But it's good to get fansies, and you can get Despot 1 as well. So if you need like an extender, like a tuner or something, you can do that. Foolish for the brave stuff, and then 1 called by because it's good.
And then theoretically, if you get stopped, you could 1-for-1 the Despot out with your Link 2s, like your.
So if I have Hulk out and they ash the Hulk, you can 1-for-1 the Despot out, and then use them to go into Aurodon.
That's right, because it has to be machines. The prank kids ain't machines. Ignore me. I'm
yeah.
Anyway, I'll let the master continue the deck profile.
And then to finish up, 3 Imperm. Card's insane. That's really all I have to say about it. And that's 60.
Not 61?
Man, if I could. Onto the extra. So prank kid stuff. 1 Meow Meow Mew. 2 Doodle Doo.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 Bow Wow Bark. I feel like that's pretty standard. And I also run just the Battle Butler. So this is all the print kits that I run because there's not enough space.
Plus you recycle with place or
pranks.
Pranks, that's what I meant.
But yeah, so you can recycle them, so it's okay. It's only ever come up once where I wish I had like Weather Washer or Rocket Ride. I think it's the last one. The only one that I would put in would be Weather Washer for like the like certain matchups like Rogue and stuff.
Yeah.
And then DP and Verte, pretty standard. And the rest of this is where it's gonna start getting interesting. 1 Link Spider, in case you get like nibbed or whatever, and then 1 access code to like finish off games. And this is where it gets interesting. Going 1 Gallant Granite. So you summon this off of your Exceed, and you use this to grab your Researcher. And then since it's a rock, you can special summon Researcher out, and then use that to start your Hulk combo.
Yeah, I saw that.
So it's like super free. If you have Exceed, you just get a search. And if you already have Researcher in hand, or if you don't want to go into that line, you can search for Roxy's if you don't have a print kit already. Or you can search for Nib for some protection. And then Hulk starts all your combos. We go Hulk into Aurodon. And then from there, we go into Cupid Pitch, into Savage Dragon. And Cupid Pitch searches off the Hopier. So after you use the 1 negate for Savage on your opponent's turn, you can then Hopier into Baron de Fleur and get another Omni negate. So,
yeah.
So if you get negated anywhere, like you have so much more extension, which is why I ended up playing it like this.
It's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I know firsthand experience against this BS. All right, side deck.
For the side deck, the first thing is I sided in Dagda, Scythe, and Lancia when I went first. So the thought process behind this is like I'll just cut I usually cut one of the prank ones. And I put in Dagda, because if you are going first and you get hand trapped at all, you can almost always do this combo where you can get to side. Depending on where they hand trap and stuff, but like just having the options insane. And
that's a good smoke screen because, you win the dice where you go first, you do this,
Yep.
And they're like, oh, well, he ain't gonna do it again, and
then you scythe lock instead of going into like prank it stuff, which is like super strong against most of the decks in the meta. And then Lancia is just really good against certain matchups. And depending, if you open up super cracked, you can do like the play where you have Dagda on the field, and you get both of them out.
Yeah.
And then some more standard stuff. Triple anti-spell. Just for literally every single matchup. This card's insane right now. Triple D barrier for Despia especially, but also for Rogue. And then 3 Evenly. Evenly is just insane. It's one of the best cards in the game right now, in my opinion. And that's all the traps. And then to finish this up, I ran 2 Twin Twister, just for trap decks and just having it. And then to finish everything up, I ran 1 Consecrated Light.
You're good.
This isn't 2010. What are you doing?
Well, Consecrated Light is actually kind of insane against Despia. It's another reason why I'm running 1-for-1. So the card says that neither player can normal or special summon dark monsters. or declare an attack with a dark monster. And this card cannot be destroyed by battle with a dark monster, and you take no battle damage from that battle. Which is absolutely insane against Despia. They can't do anything if you get this out. Most Despia decks, unless they're playing Brave, have no normal summonable out to this. Because most of their normal summons are darks. So if you make your board and you're able to 1-for-1 this out, or if you didn't need to use your normal summon, say you just did Brave stuff, and then you just normal summon this and pass, if you have Griffin Rider plus this, they just auto lose.
Jesus.
So, like, this card is so good, and I don't know why people aren't playing.
Oh man, that's kind of mind blowing. But Mr. Bruce, any other shout outs? Anything?
Of course, shout out Action Sports, 100%. Shout out to a bunch of people that helped me get some of the cards and play test with me, especially Mike Kazo. That man gave me cards and helped me test like Saturday morning from like 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Jesus.
We did a lot of testing. But yeah.
Alrighty, Cyril. Thank you for the profile. Again, I'm the one only M816. There's always a new 8. And until next time, YouTube, deuces.